The Detroit Lions are off to their best start in over 60 years, sitting at 9-3. They're better than the 1991-92 Detroit Lions, who wind up making it all the way to the NFC title game. I believe the Lions had a bye week that week, and they hosted Dallas in the divisional round. I think they were sitting at 12-4. And recently, during the 16-game season, our Detroit Lions, the best they've been was 11-5, coming down to, I want to say it was 2011, I think, when it came down to that last game for us to not only go 12-4, but win the division. And we lost to a journeyman, eventual journeyman, Matt Flynn. Man, memories, all the memories. And now the Detroit Lions have an opportunity for the first time, I believe, this season to capture the #1 seed. Now, we need to win our game, but we also need some help on the back end as well. Let's take a look at what it would take for the Detroit Lions to hit the #1 seed heading into week 15. So currently we're in week 14, and to head into week 15 with the #1 seed, we need to handle our business against the Chicago Bears on Sunday. That game is supposed to be quite nasty. I was thinking about going to it, but then I saw it was going to rain and or snow. So I said, nah, that is all right. I passed on that. I'm not an outside guy, so decided not to even come near that. No. So in addition to that, we need the Detroit Lions to win, of course, and we need also for the Seattle Seahawks to pull off an upset against the streaking San Francisco 49ers. And of course, we need the Dallas Cowboys to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. And you see, if that happens for the first time this season in 14 weeks, the Detroit Lions will have the opportunity to be in the first seed. Now, that will last, obviously, into the next week as well. And then we would have to probably keep winning to stay in front. So if any one of those things changes, if the Eagles win their game, but we win and the Niners win, then the Eagles claim the first seed. Now, let's say the Eagles and the Niners win. The Eagles stay in the first seed. So as you can see, if the Philadelphia Eagles win, the Niners win, and the Lions win, we stay right where we are, which is currently the 3rd seed in the NFC. If we take out the Philadelphia Eagles and we make the Dallas Cowboys win, but the San Francisco 49ers win and the Detroit Lions, we do move up to seed number 2. So it won't be all lost as long as the Dallas Cowboys can beat the Philadelphia Eagles. I actually have Dallas winning that game regardless of what happens. So I've always picked them to win that game at home, playing the way that they're playing. And then obviously if you take the Seahawks and you have them win that game, then that puts us in the first seed, obviously. So that's what we need. We need a loss by the Philadelphia Eagles, and we need a loss by the San Francisco 49ers, and we need to win our game to be in the first seed. Worst case scenario, we could use a Seahawks win, and if the Eagles do win, then we will bump up to the 2nd seed. So I think that the Seahawks are probably, we have to beat the Bears, and that's not a gimme. We can't seem to stop Justin Fields, but I did see a stat today that Justin Fields has rushed for, I don't know if it's this season, it might be this season, where he's rushed for 100 yards, and they're 0-5 in those games. So obviously, if you keep Justin Fields on the ground, he can beat you with his legs, but can they beat you in the air? And that's the situation there. And that's why I believe that the Chicago Bears, having those 2 early picks, they will move on from Justin Fields this year. He'll probably be traded in the offseason or something like that. So the Detroit Lions, for the first time this season, they have an opportunity to win, to be in the first seed. Now, they dropped the ball against the Green Bay Packers. They really did. I knew, and I said to myself, that our chance at the first seed was hinging on the San Francisco 49ers beating Philly this past weekend. I think if they win that game, even if they lost in Dallas, their last 3 games they have the Seattle Seahawks after that. Then they have the New York Giants. They've got the Cardinals, and they've got the Giants to end the season. So in that, you have 2 division games. But here's the thing, though. You're going to have the Cardinals play spoiler in week 17. And then the game against the Seahawks in week 15 is where? Is at home. Is at home. Right here. You can see it. I think it's on a Monday night or something like that. So the Seahawks are going to be fighting for a playoff spot. So this just got good. So I thought the Lions, they dropped the ball, had a chance to close the gap on Thanksgiving Day. As a matter of fact, they could have actually had the first seed. I think had they won and something else needed to happen, I forgot. But we can go into week 15 with a win and a loss to San Francisco from the Niners and the Eagles. We can go in for the first time this season with the number 1 seed. We've had the number 2 seed before. I think we gave that up when we lost on Thanksgiving, I think, and the Niners won. And then, so we wind up giving that up. So we could either claim it back or we can have the first seed. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. It's not done. And this is why I talk about it, y'all. I talk about this stuff until we mathematically can't do it anymore, because this is why the season is so interesting. That's why you're like, we're not going to get the number 1 seed. Why are we talking about it? I mean, where our defense is playing, probably not, but that's part of the journey. Part of the journey is the ups and downs, from the season. So anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.